Hi everyone, welcome to our aptitude videos. In this video, I will be showing you how to answer the questions that were given in TCS NQT real exam that is still going on today. The exam started at 9 to 9:30 a.m. just today, and just in half an hour, I procured a few questions that were really given in TCS NQT, and I'm going to show you how to answer the questions of TCS NQT in the best and the simplest way possible. Let us see the questions that are given. What is the average of all semi-primes between 20 and 40? Semi-primes are nothing but the numbers which are the product of two prime numbers. For example, 2 into 3 is a semi-prime. 2 into 5, because 2 and 5 are prime numbers. Product of any two prime numbers can be called as a semi-prime. Now we have to take all the semi-primes which are between 20 and 40 and find the average of them. So with the 2, to go beyond 20, I can take 2 into 11, 2 into 13, 2 into 17, and 2 into 19, which are nothing but 22, 26, 34, and 38. And with 3, because I have to take prime numbers, 3 into 7 can be taken, 3 into 11 can be taken, and 3 into 13 can be taken. And if I talk about 5, we can take 5 into 5 and 5 into 7. 5 into 11 will go beyond 5 into 7, 35. 5 into 11 will go beyond 40. So if I take 7, I cannot go beyond, because 7 into 11 will go beyond 40. So these are the semi-primes which are between 20 and 40. Let's see their sum. 20, 20, 40, 40 plus 60, 100, 110, 120, 120, 180, 190, 193, plus 60. So 273 for 9 numbers. 273 by 9, which is nearby 30 point something. So the nearest integer is 30. Let's see the next question. If A is the rate percent corresponding to the fraction 24 by 25, so what is 24 by 25 as the corresponding fraction into 100? 24 by 25 into 100 is 96. So he's saying A is 96. 30 kilometers is B percent of 40. Obviously 30 is 75% of 40, 3 by 4. So B is 75. Then what percentage is B of A square? He is asking what percentage of is B of A square, 96 into 96 into 100 is asked. Now we have to identify this value without really calculating things. 75 by 100 itself, 75 by 100 itself is nearly 0.75. If I take it as 100, 0.75, right? Now, again, if I take one more 100, let us say we cancel these two approximately. So the answer should be very near to 0.75. And the only answer, these are the real options given in TCS NQT exam. So the only option given in 0 point something is B. So he's not asking you to calculate also. Don't worry about calculating and wasting time. Aptitude is to find out the easiest strategy to get the answer, not the shortcut. It's a logical way of answering the given questions, doing only the things necessary. If I have an option, only one option near to the given approximate answer we are getting, why should you really calculate? These are called friendly options. When examiner gives you friendly options, you have to answer the question in the easiest way. You should not unnecessarily do all the hard work. A sum is put on compound interest for 2 years for 20% per annum. It would fetch 482 more if the interest was payable half yearly. So instead of taking 20% 2 years, which is 120 by 100 into 120 by 100, which gives 144, which is 44% interest normally. If I take it half yearly, that means 10% for every half year, and 2 years may 4 half years will be there. So if I take 110, 110, 110, 110 4 times and compound them, if you see, it is nothing but 11 power 4. If I take zeros cancelled, 11 power 4 is 14641, which is 1.464. So 46.41% of interest. So he's saying instead of 44% normal compounding 22 years, if I take 10 4 times, it would get 46.41. According to my calculation, we are seeing 2.41% extra interest. This 2.41% extra interest is given equal to the extra interest getting 482. Don't do anything. Can you see 241 into 2 is 482 if I cancel? So your answer should be a round figure starting with 2. What is the round figure that you can see starting with 2 here? So that should be your answer, and go to the next question. Do not waste time unnecessarily. Anytime, don't waste time unnecessarily. Let's see what's the next question. Again, compound interest. Find the compound interest on 3,200 rupees for 1.5 years at 5% per annum. Interest compounded half yearly. Here also half year compounding is going on. So in 1.5 years, there will be 3 half years. And every time you have to take 5% per annum. So half year you have to take 2.5%, 2.5%, 2.5%, 2.5%. 3 times you have to compound. But please see, the options are very friendly. He is asking whether the option should be in 300s or 200s or 3000s, right? So let us see. If I normally do the compounding, 5%, 5%, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 3 times, instead of compounding, if I add the 2.5 percentages, it goes up to 7.5. This is how simple interest is calculated. So normally, if simple interest is calculated, it should be 7.5% of 3,200, which is nothing but 75 to 32 nearly. 3 sevens 21. So we should be having the answer very near to 210, 220. Simple interest. Compound interest will be a bit more than that. That means the compound interest also should be in 200s. And there is only one option given in 200s. The examiner is wantedly giving you this. He is understanding whether you have the logic and common sense. He is not at all bothered about making you multiply like this 1.025 into 1.025 and then prove that you know speed maths. No, all these are bakwas. He is not wanting a person, because you are not going for a mathematical job. You are going for a logical job where coding has to be done. So 7.5% is a normal simple interest, which goes up to 220, 230. And compound interest will be slightly more than that. So it should be in 240s. That's the only option that is present here. These are called friendly options. When friendly options are given, the examiner is indirectly telling you, please do not bother about calculating. Just bother about understanding and applying your common sense. That is how you can answer all the questions within 35 to 40 seconds without really bothering about things, provided you have the proper conceptual knowledge of aptitude. If you do not have concepts, no shortcut will give you the answers. TCS beauty is there are no shortcuts. Only logics and concepts can work out, and somewhat common sense. If 0 is less than a, that means a is in between 0 and 1, b is greater than 2, c is a negative number, then is asking, and x is equal to a by b minus c by b into c square by a. Then is asking whether x is negative, x is positive, x should be less than 1 or x should be greater than 1. Let's see. Whenever c is negative, I can say this is a minus value. Negative with a negative here. Negative with a minus here obviously becomes plus. And c square will obviously plus, because negative square also plus. So definitely this is entirely a positive value. Because a is positive, b is positive, c is negative, but because of minus here, it automatically becomes plus. So this is entirely positive value. Now, b is greater than 2 and a is less than 1. So this should be a value less than 1 divided by 2. So this is less than 1. This small portion is less than 1. But we do not know c value. C is less than 0. It can be 100, it can be 200. So if c value is very high, this value definitely will be greater than 1. Or if c is very low, like 0.001 minus 0. So if c is very low, this can be less than 1 also. So I cannot guaranteedly say x is less than 1 always, because c can be very high. I cannot say x is greater than 1 always, because c can be very low. But only thing I can guaranteedly say about the entire value is it is a positive value. So that is the option that is present here. X is positive. And then go to the next question. So basically, these are some questions I have collected out of the exam that is still going on. The exam is still going on. I think till 12 o'clock the exam is there. But I have procured a few questions just to present you the best and the easiest way of answering the questions. And please do not unnecessarily fall into a misconception. TCS is very tough. Aptitude is very tough. Aptitude is one of the easiest things provided you have the proper concept. And if anybody wants to learn the basic concepts of aptitude, we have presented entire aptitude lessons along with some previous paper examples and explanations on our Android app or our website, where you can visit and simply enroll in the course called aptitude free of cost. The recorded videos will be completely free of cost. If you want to take any live classes online, you can obviously reach out to us on the numbers that are presented in our app as well as website. So all the best for your examinations. Hope that you crack all the exams that you are aspiring. Thank you.